What's up everybody? Welcome back to another video on my channel. My name is Dion and you're watching Reptiliatus. Well everyone, you've definitely been enjoying watching the content pertaining to many new geckos hatching in the Reptiliatus reptile room. Thankfully, that's the case because, well, we have more geckos that have just hatched. This is that time of year, the sweet moments where many eggs are hatching. The first few clutches of the season have been hatching out lovely little geckos, and I'm doing my best to document all of it and share that with you. But the question is, what goes on behind the scenes? How is it that I'm getting these incredible shots of the animals hatching with a night vision camera? Well, let me tell you, a lot of sacrifice, a lot of hard work and dedication. Hey everybody, super late at night. I'm just in the process of recording one of the leachianus hatching. This is what I do. I stay up late, I get tired, but it's all worth it. Let's see what kind of footage we get in the morning after recording for about 5 hours straight. Hopefully we'll catch the second hatch. Many of you don't realize that I am usually up very late at night, setting up cameras, leaving them running for hours at a time to get that 2 minutes of footage of the animal emerging from the egg. But it's so rewarding because then we get these cool clips of geckos emerging from a seemingly intact egg. So without further ado, today I'm here to share with you that the first 2 Rhacodactylus leachianus new Caledonian giant geckos have hatched from their eggs. Those of you that don't know, these are Jabba and Leela, my pair of the animals' offspring, and they usually produce about 6 to 8 babies on average a year. These are the first 2 of 2021 that have hatched. So in today's video, we will watch the incredible footage that I filmed, and then afterwards we will take a look at those new babies, and then we'll set up the little hatchling enclosures that I usually make for the animals, just like we've been doing with the crested geckos in the video there, and last week the baby satanic leaf-tail gecko that we did there. So stay tuned for that. I hope you guys are going to enjoy today's video. It's going to be a lot of fun. Okay everybody, so this leachy egg here is sweating. You can currently see that there are little droplets of fluid on the egg, so should be expecting that one to hatch tonight, hopefully. Let's see what a few hours of recording will hopefully get us. Hello! Guys, look at them. Oh my goodness. Hi there. Aren't they adorable? Hi. They have such nice color. This one looks a little bit fired down, but you can really see a lot of cool pink markings. Ooh, this one, wow. See, this one is more fired up. These are beautiful little leeches. Hi, buddy. Hi. You guys are adorable. And you can imagine, as little neonates, how well these would camouflage on a tree trunk, for example. So, as you can see, I took the lid off the incubation container and put the clear one of this bin over so that we could safely film them hatching. But here are the two babies. They're adorable little chubster mini versions of their parents. As you can see, they're a bit flighty. They do like to hold on to fingers though, that's why I joke that they're little finger geckos. But yeah, they'll do that. So without risk of stressing them too much more, I'll give you guys one more quick look at each one. And then we'll set up their little grow out bins and then let them be on their way. Many of you should know by now that the way we house offspring are usually a lot different than the way we house adult reptiles. And there are many different reasons we do this. One, usually a lot of offspring are kept in smaller enclosures so that they find their food more easily and get to a hardier size more quickly. Putting a very young gecko or anything into a very large, even let's say naturalistic vivarium can be very risky in terms of ensuring that the offspring is going to find food easily and thrive. Now, I know what you may be thinking, Diane, that makes no sense. I mean, the earth is infinitely vast and these animals are born into an ecosystem, but you also have to consider, first of all, how many of those offspring are actually going to survive to adulthood? Not many, trust me. And then not just that, like many of them don't thrive, they die. In captivity, it's a totally different situation and we want to limit anything that may inhibit the growth and development and thriving of those baby geckos that we've produced through our artificial environments. So that's super important to consider when you see me, for example, housing crested geckos in smaller totes. That is actually to their benefit until they're old enough, until they're hardy enough to go into something more extravagant like a naturalistic terrarium, right? So just wanted to clear that up and explain a little bit. So guys, as always, we have our bin. We're going to line the bin with some paper towel, like so. Give that a little spritz. We can make sure everything sits the way we want it to. And now we're going to take some cork bark, because leachies love hiding on and under cork. And we're gonna place that like this. There's lots of room for the baby to get under there. Then we'll add a few bits of fake foliage for a sense of security. And now all we need to do is put our food and water dishes in. I'll be using these for the food dishes, but I usually wait at least a day or two before offering newly hatched leachies anything, because I find that usually they're not interested in eating anything for the first few days that they've hatched, probably still living off of the yolk they had absorbed before hatching. Perfect. Remember, our lid has a cut hole. Also drilled the lid a little bit and we're set. That's one container. So now we can go ahead and place the first baby leachie into its enclosure. I'm gonna go with this one here. Hi, little baby. You ready to go into your new home? Here. There you go. Be free. Put our lid on. Perfect. Okay, here goes the last little baby. Come on. This one is incredibly squirmy. Come on, you're okay, you're okay, you're okay. Look at them. They're so cute, but here, little friend, go ahead. Oof. Okay, they're in. They're in. That's the important thing. We'll get our lid on. Perfect. There we go, everybody. The first 2 baby leachies of the year are now in their new homes, and I'm confident they're gonna really thrive. So cute. They'll settle down and sleep soon because it's the middle of the day. For today's question of the day, I'd like to ask you all, my friends, if you were going to breed your reptiles, what are some of the things you would consider in the way that you are housing your babies in comparison to your adults? For example, you may choose to use paper towel or no substrate at all for those animals to ensure that there's no risk of impaction. Perhaps you want to keep them in a small tote to maximize humidity levels. There's lots of different things, and I'd love to hear your feedback. You don't have to be breeding animals to have suggestions in this regard. It's just something to think about, and who knows, you might pick something up in the comments that actually benefits and helps you with the way you keep and breed your animals. You might just have a pet that's a baby that you could learn something about this from. Again, it really doesn't mean you have to be breeding anything at all to benefit from this. As always, I'll give your comment a heart, and we can engage in a little bit of a conversation. Well, friends, there you have it. I sincerely hope you enjoyed watching today's video about the 2 new baby Rhacodactylus leachianus. It's always a huge thrill to have any baby animal hatching in the reptile room. I'm so delighted I get to share these experiences with you as I go about it. So without further ado, I want to take this moment to say thanks so much again for watching, and I can't wait to see you all on Friday for our next video. If you want to see more videos pertaining to keeping giant New Caledonian geckos, check out the playlist up above to my Rhacodactylus leachianus playlist. Alright everybody, have a wonderful week. Take care.